reason that I think it's a good thing to train people up, even if they're not going to stay with us, is one, it's going to replenish our workforce. But on the other side of that, those are the people we're directly working with every day. So one thing that we talk about a lot is if we invest in manufacturing, then it comes around and it helps us too. Industrial Motor Service is an electrical apparatus remanufacturer, which basically means that if it turns, we fix it. So everything from pumps, industrial pumps, to electric motors, to drives, all of the kind of industrial equipment you see in plants. And we have electric motor mechanics, electric motor winders, and machinists. So we have a full machine shop on site, and we have about 20 employees right now. We need about 35, but right now we currently sit at 20. So how did my dad get started in the business? He was 18 years old and recommended by the unemployment office. He is a very humble man, and he did not tell me that he was recommended. I found his original application when I was cleaning out and getting rid of years of data. And then he worked his way up and bought the company in 2015. So my dad's experience has definitely shaped the company. I see him as the blueprint for how we're training people. The apprenticeship model that I have created is essentially following the track that my dad followed, because it's already proven that it works. And then I also stepped in at 18 doing the same thing. So he came from the unemployment office, worked his way up, mastered all of the trade, and then bought the company. And so hopefully, I'm not sure where the future will take us, but I'm trying my best to learn everything that I can following in his footsteps. I feel like cross-training is what contributes to the culture that we have. It's awesome because everyone has skills, but it also creates appreciation for everyone that's in the company. We have a lot more collaboration. We have a lot more innovation because they all understand where, hi, I have a solution for X, Y, or Z, because they cross-train in that department. So a lot of times they are helping each other out, they're thinking bigger, and then also it makes it easier when we bring new people in because they're able to train on just about everything. The reason that I think it's a good thing to train people up, even if they're not going to stay with us, is one, it's going to replenish our workforce. But on the other side of that, those are the people we're directly working with every day. So one thing that we talk about a lot is if we invest in manufacturing, then it comes around and it helps us too. So it's one of those things that I see. We are going to be working with these people on a daily basis, repairing their equipment. So why wouldn't I want to work with them and train them? But on the flip side of that, with retention, a lot of times it takes so long to trade someone in the positions we're in and what we do, mechanics and winding. So we didn't want to let them go. And we have people in those positions for 40 years and we don't want to let them go. We want them to do that. But what I learned from Chick-fil-A is that our application folder used to be overwhelming. We had so many applications come in and our training was impeccable. Like at 15 years old, I was testing counterfeit money. And at 15 years old, I was running a drive-through, completely digital, and I was doing all these things, and they had me trained up on that. So what I realized was, if it's not a people problem, we want to recruit and we want to retain, but it's a training problem. So we should be able to train people and offer a foundation where it's okay if they move on, and that way we can invest forward too. I reference Chick-fil-A a lot because that is the entire model that I built my training program on. Because when I was at Chick-fil-A, I was thrown into leadership, and I know now what they mean by, I guess, a natural leader. And that's me saying that as humbly as possible. But it was because I was willing to do whatever it took to keep the company running. So I was one of those people that was cross-trained, and if the drive-through was backed up, Taylor, can you go catch the drive-through up? Taylor, a kid threw up in the slide, can you go clean that up? Taylor, can you go back in the kitchen and work? So it was a lot of those things where I didn't know I was doing leadership. I didn't know that I was already part of it. So I tell my girls all the time that work under me in my office. And one of them told me, I don't know if I want to do leadership one day. And I said, you're already doing it. You have no choice because you're already doing it. And I want to cultivate those skills in you. And now she is about to be promoted from IT to my operational manager. So that's like the importance of giving them leadership skills. They're more invested in the company, which helps us. They're coming up with ideas. They take ownership in their job, which I think is really important. We have in the front office, which is my team, we have someone who has been there for 35 years. And then in the shop, we have a machinist who has been here for 35 years. So they definitely are different on an entirely different spectrum, I guess. And the thing that I have told my team is how to deal with that. We're different. We have to be understanding of their side of things when we're introducing new technology, we're introducing new processes. Because I will be honest, I came in and changed everything and I had no idea what I was doing, but I was like, we're making changes. So first and foremost, we try to have that empathy. So that's why I teach those soft skills of understand. Like if I've been here 30 years, I promise I would be exactly like that. But number two, I tell them at all costs, learn everything you can. If you see her doing something, whether that's managing her task, because she's a machine. She gets all this stuff done. She has 30 years of experience that you won't get anywhere else. So we kind of have this respect because we want to learn everything from her. She wants to learn everything from us. So it kind of goes together. And I don't have that like unspoken competitiveness that you have among the two generations. For me right now, we do a lot of outreach and connection, but we don't really partner with anyone. We kind of like South Carolina Manufacturing Extension or just being here, I say networking is huge because they all connect me to someone else. I work with Clemson University as a mentor and working with their marketing students. Anderson University, we offer internships. And then coming up, it hasn't been released yet, I guess, but we're going to partner with Baldor to offer more training. So everyone knows Baldor, it's an American-made motor. Everyone's using that equipment. I don't have enough people going out and training, so they're kind of pivoting off of us to do the training with us. So I have now an abundance of resources from the very people that are making the units. So we're getting out there and starting to build the partnerships now.